RPGs have always been about adventure, stories, and epic battles, and 2025 has given us some of the best mobile titles ever made. Today, I've gathered the ultimate list of the 50 best RPG mobile games of this year, carefully picked so every gamer can find their next favorite. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing game content. Let's dive right in. Let's kick off our list with number 50, Black Beacon. This game drops you into a dark fantasy world filled with haunting secrets. Combat feels weighty, with every strike carrying real danger. I love how the atmosphere pulls you in, making exploration feel tense yet rewarding. At number 49, we have Valoris. This game blends soul-like 3D action with roguelike strategy, pushing both your reflexes and your tactical mind. Precision timing and smart decision-making are key to survival. The random elements keep every run unpredictable. It's tough, but that's exactly what makes it so rewarding. Game number 48 is Soul Huntress. This one is tough, and I mean really tough, but that's what makes it so addicting. The combat is fast, the dungeons are unforgiving, and the loot system keeps you grinding. Every run feels like a test of skill and patience. Number 47 brings us to Shadowborn. This is a dark, gothic RPG that thrives on atmosphere and lore. I loved how the story pushes you deeper into a cursed world filled with betrayal and revenge. The character customization also gives you the freedom to approach battles your own way. Coming in at 46, we have KAIJU number 8. Fans of the manga will immediately recognize the over-the-top monster battles. It perfectly balances story missions with chaotic KAIJU fights. If you've ever dreamed of standing toe-to-toe with massive creatures, this one nails that fantasy. At number 45, it's Oceanhorn Chronos Dungeon. This spin on the Oceanhorn universe gives you classic dungeon crawling action with a modern polish. It's less about story and more about fast-paced hack-and-slash gameplay. I found it to be a fun pick-up-and-play RPG for shorter sessions. Number 44 is Silver and Blood. This is one of those games that thrives on moral choices, mixing grim storytelling with harsh battles. I really liked how the world reacts to your decisions. It feels alive. It's a unique RPG that blends action, story, and player agency seamlessly. Coming in at 43, we have Cassette Beasts. Imagine a monster collecting RPG, but with a quirky twist. You transform into the beasts yourself. The fusion system is creative, allowing endless experimentation. It's lighthearted, yet surprisingly deep, and it gave me serious nostalgia vibes. At number 42, it's Mecharashi. This is for those who love mechs and RPGs combined into one. The battles are tactical with heavy emphasis on positioning and upgrades. I loved customizing my mechs and watching them tear through enemies. It's a niche game, but one with lots of charm. Number 41 is Rememento White Shadow. This game impressed me with its surreal, dreamlike storytelling. It blends puzzle elements with RPG mechanics, keeping the gameplay fresh. I enjoyed how every chapter felt like peeling back another layer of a mystery. It's an artistic take on the RPG genre. Number 40 is Night Shop Simulator. This game flips the script by putting you in charge of running a shop for adventurers instead of being one. Managing resources and crafting gear becomes strangely addictive. I loved how it combines RPG mechanics with management gameplay. At number 39, we've got Crashlands 2. Building, crafting, and battling across bizarre alien worlds feels as fun as ever. The humor is quirky, and the story never takes itself too seriously. It's the kind of RPG you can get lost in for hours while always discovering something new. Coming in at 38 is UnGodly. This is a dark, brutal RPG where you're forced to question morality constantly. The combat is punishing but rewarding once you master it. What stood out to me was the narrative. It makes you think about the cost of power in ways most games don't. Number 37 is Anchor Panic. This sci-fi RPG blends turn-based strategy with an anime-inspired world full of tension. A century after the Shogun War, humanity hides behind skyborne barriers and fields-enhanced operators using AI MBS tech. With fragile piece fracturing, every battle feels like history repeating itself. At number 36, we have Eastern Exorcist. This side-scrolling RPG blew me away with its hand-painted visuals and brutal combat. The story pulls from Chinese folklore, giving it a very distinct identity. It's tough, but the blend of beauty and difficulty makes it unforgettable. Number 35 is Etheria Restart. This sci-fi RPG mixes anime-style storytelling with engaging turn-based combat. I found the cast of characters to be surprisingly relatable, each with strong arcs. It's one of those games where you keep playing just to see how the story unfolds. At number 34, we've got Astera. It's an RPG that shines with its vibrant world and free exploration. I loved the freedom to approach quests in multiple ways. The combat system takes a bit of learning, but once it clicks, it's satisfying. It feels like a hidden gem worth discovering. Number 33 is AlternaVvelt Blue Exorcist. Fans of the anime will instantly feel at home here. The game blends RPG combat with a story faithful to its source material. I enjoyed how it mixes flashy visuals with deep character progression. It's perfect for anime and RPG fans alike. Coming in at 32 is Hero's Adventure. This game takes the classic RPG feel and delivers it in a polished, modern package. The battles are strategic and the character growth feels rewarding. What stood out most for me was the sense of discovery. You're always rewarded for exploring off the beaten path. Number 31 is Avalar, Raid of Shadow. This dark fantasy RPG is packed with cinematic cutscenes and epic battles. I loved how the bosses push you to strategize, not just spam attacks. The world building is impressive, with lore scattered everywhere. It's one of those games that feels epic in scope. Number 30 is Neon Spellstorm. This RPG is drenched in neon lights and futuristic magic battles. The combat is flashy but also tactical, requiring quick reactions and smart spell combinations. I found the mix of cyberpunk themes with fantasy elements really unique. It's a stylish and fresh RPG experience. At number 29, we have Titan Soul. This one strips RPG combat down to its core. Boss battles. Each fight feels like a puzzle, testing timing and precision. I loved how every victory feels earned, never handed to you. It's simple in design, but delivers a pure challenge. Number 28 is Riftbusters. If you enjoy chaotic co-op RPG action, this one's a blast. You're constantly fighting through waves of enemies, collecting loot, and upgrading skills. The pace never slows down, keeping you hooked. It feels like the perfect game to play with friends. Coming in at 27 is Sync Streets. This is a mysterious RPG where the world itself feels alive. The story is cryptic but pulls you in, making you piece things together. I enjoyed how the game rewards curiosity with hidden secrets. It's an RPG that challenges you to think differently. At number 26, we have Tokyo Ghoul Awakening. Anime fans will love diving into this dark and violent RPG. The combat is fast and brutal, perfectly capturing the tone of the series. I found the character arcs to be surprisingly emotional. It's one of the stronger anime RPG adaptations. Number 25 is Vampires Fall 2. This sequel builds on everything the original did right, with a bigger world and better mechanics. I enjoyed the gothic atmosphere and the turn-based battles. Choices you make have lasting consequences, adding depth to the story. It's a must-play for dark fantasy fans. At number 24, we have Bloomtown. This RPG mixes wholesome life sim elements with an undercurrent of mystery. It's charming on the surface, but has darker layers beneath. I loved balancing everyday activities with dungeon crawling. It's a heartwarming yet surprisingly deep experience. Coming in at 23 is Alphadia III. This is classic JRPG gameplay through and through, with turn-based battles and retro charm. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it delivers what fans of old-school RPGs love. The characters and storylines kept me engaged. It's a comforting, nostalgic RPG. Number 22 is Realms of Pixel. Don't let the pixel art fool you, this RPG is massive in scope. The world is filled with quests, secrets, and choices that affect the outcome. I liked how exploration always led to new surprises. It's proof that style doesn't limit depth. Number 21 is Tales Runner. Step into fairy tale land, where classic stories collide and a mysterious new threat rises. As the chosen writer, you hold the pen and the fate of this world. With fast-paced, strategic combat and a fresh chapter in the Tales Runner saga, every move feels like writing your own legend. Number 20 is Exo Insomnia. This mobile RPG blends tactical depth with team-based strategy, letting you build a squad of unique heroes, each with their own abilities. Dive into PvE, PvP, and co-op events to test your skills. With colorful visuals, an engaging story, and easy-to-learn mechanics, it's perfect for both newcomers and veterans alike. At number 19, we've got For Glory. This game feels like stepping into an ancient battlefield where honor is everything. The tactical combat is brutal and demands smart decisions. I loved the sense of progression as you rose through the ranks. It's gritty, grounded, and deeply satisfying. Number 18 is Top Squad's Battle Arena. This one's a mix of RPG elements with fast team-based combat. Strategy is key, especially when customizing your squad. I found the variety of characters and abilities refreshing. It's a competitive RPG that rewards teamwork. Coming in at 17, we have Kitaria Fables. This RPG is pure charm, blending farming life with action RPG combat. I enjoyed switching between growing crops and fighting monsters. The story is simple but heartwarming. It's relaxing and adventurous at the same time. At number 16, we've got E.T.E Chronicle. This is an anime-inspired RPG with a futuristic flair. The cast of characters is memorable, each with unique arcs. The combat is flashy and feels satisfying with every combo. It's stylish, emotional, and highly engaging. Number 15 is Samurai Shodown. Fans of the classic franchise will instantly recognize its brutal, deliberate combat. I loved how every duel feels like a high-stakes showdown. The visuals are sharp and the atmosphere is intense. It's a faithful adaptation with modern polish. At number 14, we have Fate Reawakened. This RPG revives a beloved series with new visuals and deeper systems. The combat blends classic mechanics with fresh twists. I enjoyed diving into its rich lore and branching storylines. It's a love letter to fans of the original. Number 13 is Persona 5 The Phantom X. This spin-off captures the heart of Persona with stylish visuals and social gameplay. The turn-based battles remain sharp and satisfying. I loved how it adds new characters while staying true to the series' charm. It feels fresh yet familiar. At number 12, we've got Katana Dragon. Play as ninjas Shin and Nobi on a quest to break the curse over Sogen, master ninja skills, upgrade dragon gems, and wield curse seals to survive. Explore handcrafted lands filled with traps, puzzles, and powerful foes. Coming in at 11 is Monogatari Another World Contract. Fans of the Monogatari series will find plenty to love here. The narrative is packed with strange yet fascinating twists. I enjoyed how it weaves surreal storytelling into RPG mechanics. It's a bold and imaginative experience. Number 10 is Nopagu. This is an RPG that thrives on creativity and quirky mechanics. The characters are eccentric and the story doesn't follow traditional paths. The combat feels experimental but rewarding once mastered. It's weird, wonderful, and truly stands out. At number 9, we have Chaos Zero Nightmare. This highly anticipated release already has fans buzzing. The dark fantasy setting promises intense storytelling and hardcore battles. I'm excited to see how its nightmare themes play out. It's definitely one to keep an eye on this year. Number 8 is the 9th Dawn Remake. This updated version brings a beloved classic back with modern visuals and smoother systems. The open world exploration is as addictive as ever. I loved how the new changes respect the original while adding polish. It feels like rediscovering an old favorite. Coming in at 7 is MOCO. This RPG thrives on stylish combat and flashy visuals. It mixes modern design with arcade-like energy. The progression system keeps battles fresh and engaging. It's sleek, fast, and feels perfect for quick mobile sessions. At number 6, we've got Epic Conquest X. This entry takes the series to new heights with larger worlds and deeper mechanics. The story feels more mature and the combat sharper. I loved how character growth feels impactful here. It's an evolution that honors its roots. Number 5 is Halls of Torment. This is a roguelike RPG where every run feels like a battle for survival. I enjoyed the mix of RPG progression with chaotic enemy swarms. The dark aesthetic fits perfectly with its brutal difficulty. It's tough, but incredibly rewarding to conquer. At number 4, we have Dragon Quest X Offline. This is a massive RPG brought into a more accessible offline package. The world is huge, filled with classic Dragon Quest charm. I loved diving into its quests and characters without needing an online connection. It's a must for JRPG fans. Coming in at 3 is Dredge. This RPG blends fishing with a creeping sense of horror. It sounds odd, but it works brilliantly. I found myself hooked by the atmosphere and mysteries at sea. It's eerie, immersive, and unlike anything else on this list. Number 2 is Destiny Rising. This epic RPG feels grand, with sprawling worlds and cinematic storytelling. The combat system is polished, blending action and strategy. I loved how every choice impacts the narrative. It's ambitious and feels like a true console-quality experience. Finally, at number 1, we have Game of Thrones King's Road. This RPG captures the brutal politics and drama of Westeros perfectly. Choices are ruthless, battles intense, and no character is safe. I loved how it mirrors the unpredictability of the series. It's a gripping, must-play RPG to crown our list. And so our countdown ends, but the quest continues for you. Like, subscribe, and check the pinned comment for every game link. Don't miss our past videos filled with more top recommendations. See you soon with another epic list.